We're back. That was a complete CTD. Crash to desktop. Very disappointing. Not sure what's going on. But we're going to press on and move forward to a section we haven't touched yet. Career mode. Now, I haven't even pressed on this button at all. And I think what we need to do is make sure that we approach this properly. And in order to do that, the old adage is, what you're doing, as long as you have music to listen to. So let's get some music started. I think it's important. I don't know what we're going to listen to just yet. I think something a little epic might be in order, because that's kind of what I'm feeling right now. And we're just going to start right there. Next, choose any location. Do I want to? I don't know if I want to do this or not. Can I go back to main menu? So I haven't chosen the location yet. I think I stick with my original plan and continue to see the world. Let's try somewhere populated. I'm not going to do Chicago. I want to do the Los Angeles area and take off from the Santa Monica Municipal. It takes quite a while for this to load in the first time, everybody. You can see my frame rate here in the upper left. I'm at 60 frames, 77% of the CPU. In a parking position of unknown, small RAM GA. We'll start here. Error accessing live traffic data, and it's retrying. Okay, we'll let that try in the background. I'm going to open my EFB at this point in the flight. We're going to take care of this the way we should. I do not want to start. Is this KSMC? Or O? Santa Monica. We're going to come back to the same KSMO. File the flight plan with ATC. Both appear on the map behind this pop-out. Load the flight plan. Okay, so that means I can save these and reload them later on if I want to repeat. We're going to VFR, enter a registration. So this is H225 Whiskey 24. Because we're going to drink some whiskey too, for one. I'm just kidding, we're not drinking any whiskey. Flight number, we're going to go 001, enter ATC call sign. We are SAR Heli 241. Flight data we'll do today. Off block time, let's put this in there for current time of day. I am at 8:14. We'll call it a block time of 20 in the morning. That'll give us about 6 minutes to finish this out. My transponder should be squawk and altitude. Scheduled flight time is non-scheduled. It gives me a flight plan-ish. Total payload. So 08 fuel is 14,260. Total payload is here. If I want passengers in here, let's just do pilot and co-pilot and do something like 360. Cargo, let's add in 80 pounds. Again, it's not letting me use the left and right arrows in here. And the 0 was up front in that one. So that didn't, see, none of these values are being accepted. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Taxi fuel, 10. Trip fuel. Final reserve, 112 pounds. I mean, this is all still relatively doable. This flight save charts, no charts. Okay. Information. This would be departures, arrivals, approaches, airports, and miscellaneous. I bet you could probably get some type of graphs on some of these airports. FAA, chart provider. Yep, you can go ahead and look at your charts if you really want to get into that. Built right into the base sim. Decent upgrade. That is pretty sweet. I dig it. Flight performances, mass and balance. This is where we want to get this started. Quick fill. I do not want to overload my aircraft. I believe I should be able to change this to 1%. 402 pounds is doable. Fuel capacity of 50%. Let's make it 40. Let's play this on the safe side. Total mass is 17,172. I wish I knew a way to... Let's put the center of gravity in the center. Load the aircraft. See what happens. Does it accept it or does it say there's an error? Empty CG failed. So if we bring this back to where we wanted it before and load the aircraft, what does it say now? With a 0 MAC. That's actually something about the flight planning that I don't really understand. And it failed again. Reset configuration. Load in aircraft. Empty mass. It didn't even attempt to load it in. If we go back, see, this is still got the red dot to me, which means it's unacceptable. See, and now it moves to green. Center of gravity. I think I want it to be slightly forward of center, somewhere like 42. I should say slightly forward from center. Wouldn't it be nice if there was a auto load? Settings. This again wasn't anything that we could do like that. I'm sure that in the assistance options, this might be something that you could do in. Maybe just an automated version of it, maybe? What do you think? Should we give that a shot? Yeah, failed again. So I'm going to close out of this. I'm going to head back up to settings. What an arduous task it is to get this thing actually just in a flyable condition. Assistance. Visual assistance, realism. Oh, look at some of this stuff is turned on. Disable crash damage. You know what? Let's keep all of that on for now. Let's not ruin too many aircraft right up front. Enforcement turbulence is medium. I'm okay with that. Unlimited fuel, I don't want. Piloting control notifications, I did want to turn those off. Display active travel, auto mixture. Nah, let's leave it up. Let's make it interesting. And no other assistants are here. So there's no, well, maybe auto. No, that doesn't have anything to do with weight and balance. Accessibilities, effects and animations, camera shake, controller vibration, cursor acceleration, cursor speed. These are a couple that I turned off too. The show white dot cursor in free look, I turned that off. That was recommended in the 2020 version. So I just decided to kind of carry that over. I think that was a pretty decent idea. It's just one less thing for the system to work on. I am testing chat. I see a chat going up. If there's anybody out there still following along with this debacle, Let me know if that chat works. I'd like to give that a test while we're here. Flight model, flight interface, advanced options, reports, flight interface. Cockpit interaction systems, locked, nameplates are off, pre-flight plans. Flight model, online sound, graphics, legacy versus, yeah, you know what? I do want to see what modern does right now. Modern, realistic. Okay. That's a pretty good change. I wonder if modern is going to have that much of an impact. Now, this is the first time I'm loading into this area. This is a highly densely populated, a highly densely populated area. You can see this, all of that photogrammetry loading in segments. It reminds me of a 3D graphics program rendering it at the same time. Oh, what was the name of that program that renders like that? I'm way too tired to actually think about that right now. This is going on hour 28 for my day. I don't know how much longer I can put up with this, but I do want to see at least what's going on here with a few more things before I decide to tap out for the day. Hopefully you guys are picking up some good information from this, or at least benefiting from my struggles by saving yourself the struggles. If you haven't bought this version yet, if you haven't upgraded from 2020 to 2024, I am hopefully saving you some heartache. And once we get this all working properly, I hope to have been a catalyst in your progression. Interesting parking location. Very interesting parking location.